don't get canceled. I'll be like, all right.
Oh, we not nothing yet, man. There's nothing too canceled.
Hey, but
There's
still.
nothing too canceled right now, man.
You go back to that first episode, be like, oh, he's
Hey, what up, though? Your boy alpizzle.
It's Big Miles.
It is officially episode 1 of the Kickoff Lounge. Woo! Yo, it is lit right now.
Oh, yeah.
My brother Big Miles, man.
How you
What's
doing?
goody, though,
Good to
man?
see you, good
Your
to see
ugly
you.
ass jersey.
No, man, stop.
You look at my jersey.
I like your jersey,
you
though.
You was going to say something.
I like your jersey, though, because I'm going to be there soon, and, you know, I love Colombia, so I can't talk shit.
I love Colombia, too. I am Colombian, so I have no other choice, you feel me? I don't love our soccer team right now.
I was pulling for y'all, but nah.
I was pulling for us, too, dog.
I'll say this. If Colombia was in that game against Australia, I see them pulling it out.
I see us going to PKs and just giving us a heart attack just because that's what Colombia does.
But getting it done.
But
still.
getting it done.
Yeah.
But getting it done. And then we'll probably be 0-3 in the World Cup group stage.
Hey, they made it.
But we didn't though.
I mean, no,
but we didn't though.
not,
You know, we can only dream. But yo, check this out. Kickoff Lounge, man. This is what it's all about.
Yeah.
MLS, US Soccer, US Men's National Team. We talk everything as far as the sport, the beautiful sport, el fútbol.
How football is life and life is football.
Football is life. And you know, we in the United States, dog. We call this shit soccer, dog. Come on now. We in this country? Come on. Soccer. Say something. Oh, Look at me right in my camera right now. Soccer. Oh, yeah, British mom. I'm trying to call it football.
Soccer.
Man. Soccer. That sounds dirty when you say it with an accent. Say soccer in a British accent.
Soccer.
You see? That sounds mad dirty, dog.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Sounds like a curse word.
Literally, dog. But yo, a lot of things going on in the U.S. soccer world right now, especially in the MLS world when it comes to streaming.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, Apple and the MLS, they just signed a 10-year deal all the way till 2032. $2.5 billion. Cue the Dr. Evil part. 1 billion, gajillion, fafillion, dadillion. Remember that shit?
That's that big money.
Yeah, 2.5 bill.
That's crazy.
It's a lot of money, dog.
So with my Apple subscription, my Apple TV subscription, I get to just watch MLS, how it is.
So you have that. Like you can pretty much watch almost any game, but you have to subscribe within the subscription, though.
Oh, so you got to add another package on there.
You got to add like another little package and all, man. You know?
Add-ons.
That could be a little annoying. Little add-ons. The add-ons be annoying, man.
It's a little barrier to entry for casual soccer fans to kind of just catch a game. You can't do that as much when there's a streaming service and you got to add another cost to it. So it's a little. We'll see how that works. Hopefully they give out the free game still and keep people interested in MLS, so they get the users to kind of go up.
One thing I love is that with this new deal, all games are gonna be played on Wednesday and Saturdays.
Nice.
So it's like I feel like it gets confusing with sometimes Saturdays, sometimes Sundays, sometimes Wednesdays and all. So I am excited about the only Wednesdays and only Saturdays. And we got my boy Champ, the producer. Shouts to Champ.
Champ in the building.
You was talking about how they're gonna do like an NFL Red Zone type of vibe.
Yeah, they're gonna do pretty much it's called an MLS whip around, or they call it a whip around show.
Ooh.
Checking out when goals are getting scored. Same vibes as NFL Red Zone, but for MLS. And I think, especially for soccer, emphasizing soccer, it's a good way to ingratiate people that aren't super fans of the game.
Yeah.
Because there's so many little things to appreciate, but for it to be introduced to the game, it's a good way to do that for sure.
It's educational for sure, yeah.
Whip around?
Whip around show.
That's a pause name, dog.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if that's the actual title. Probably be MLS. I don't know.
Oh, I thought it was the official title.
No, the official. That's a style of show.
Oh,
okay. I'm about to say because
that's a production term.
What we see whipping around on the soccer field.
it is Pride Month, dog.
Yeah.
You know, so like anything could go. Anything could go, man. You feel me? Whip around, man. Honestly, that's not a bad name though, man. Because that kind of it caught my attention, dog.
What whips around on a soccer field?
Balls.
Balls?
Literally, soccer balls, man.
True, like when you curve it and whip it. I've heard
Yo.
I've heard English people say that shit though. Like, I'm gonna whip it.
You caught me off guard with that curve. Oh, you stupid, man.
Hey, how else is a ball whip?
Nah, but something else that's going on with this Apple partnership, man. Limited number of matches available for free. Sounds like regular TV stuff, you know? There's limited amount of games. They don't show every single game on, regular cable TV. So
yeah, for the Premier League, they show like 1 or 2 games on NBC, and you get the rest on Peacock, where you got to pay to subscribe. So it's normal. As long as they follow a similar model to the other leagues like that, it'll be cool.
I think the big thing for MLS is also the worldwide aspect.
Yep.
Because now Apple is a worldwide brand. It's a worldwide product. Yep. So anybody can sign on from anywhere and access it. So all the kids, you can watch it on your consoles or whatever, et cetera, et cetera. So anybody has access to it now.
I think this is something that other sports in America will follow, dog.
Yeah.
Because we always hear about the NFL and the NBA trying to expand to different countries, man. Like NBA Africa, right? You have like football in like American football in the UK, where like they have a game in London every year type of thing. And like they're always trying to expand it internationally, but like they don't have like our local channels out there. There's only so much like games that they can watch. Dog, Apple?
Right. And who's gonna put on Sporting Kansas City versus Seattle Sounders in a pub in Liverpool? No one's gonna put that on their cable channels. They're not gonna broadcast that on their cable channels, but it's on Apple TV, like you said, it's worldwide. So now everyone has access to that game because it's on a streaming service. I didn't think about it from that angle. Yeah. And that does give kind of a little bit more options.
There's certain pros and
out
cons.
of America.
Yeah.
Out of America, yeah.
And I do like, it's a lot of smart TVs, man. Smart TVs coming with Apple TV already, dog.
Yeah, you got Apple TV on your phone.
On your phone, man. Like, yo, you can access it absolutely everywhere. When you watch it on TV, you can only watch it on TV. When you're at home, when there's some sort of like cable that's installed, or like, if you got like a little jailbroken Fire Stick, I'm not saying I have one.
Yeah, no, who would have that?
Yeah, who would do such a thing? Shouts to my boy Cello for the plug. But I think it's a beautiful thing, man, because I think it's a very next generation way to be able to take the game to the next level, man, as far as audience.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's, streaming services are the new norm for how people watch TV, how people consume a lot of things, and sports is just the latest thing.
Yeah. And speaking of the next generation, dog, the next generation of World Cup winners. Oh yeah, I'm saying it right now. U.S. men's national team.
U.S. men's national team.
You don't sound too happy about them.
This year?
You're not excited about them?
World Cup winners. You said World Cup winners.
I said future.
Okay, future. Yeah. All right. See, I'm excited about, seeing how we build over these next few years. But this year?
You don't think so? Dog, I'm going to go out and say it right now, man. I'm going to make a bold statement right now. Your boy alpizzle. Put me on camera right now. The U.S. men's national team, as I wear a Columbia jersey, who didn't make the World Cup, will make the finals of the World Cup. Yeah, I said it. The finals of the World Cup. And we're going to lose to Brazil. 2-1. We're going to score a goal. We're going to go crazy. Then we're going to lose it at the end.
That's not happening.
Nah? I will run around the block butt naked, dog.
It's not happening.
Butt naked. Record a bunch of selfies, and I'll send it to my family. That's just weird.
All right, so
that's weird. Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
So to make it to the finals, you got to win like the round of 16, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. We were talking about it off the air too.
We were talking about it. So like, the group, USA wins the group.
Who's our group? USA, England,
Wales,
Iran. Okay. Who's gonna be first place? It's not gonna be Iran.
I'll give it to England.
I'll
give England first place in that group.
After they just lost 4-0 to Hungary, dog. Who Hungary got?
None of those teams are hungry.
Who Hungary got? They got scored on by what's
when
they
were playing against Hungary, they weren't hungry. You feel me? So like they already kind of got in the World Cup.
England is the same fucking story every time, man. Yeah. All this world class talent from the best league in the world.
But think about the last 2 major tournaments we've seen England in: finals of the Euro, semifinals of the World Cup.
How many titles they got?
They ain't get no titles. I was just about to say they didn't win. They didn't pull it out. But the fact that they're constantly, the fact that they're constantly in the, in the semis at least of these tournaments consistently shows us this group of players can kind of put it together in a tournament at least to get out of the group stage. And I see them comfortably getting out of at least the group stage.
I think they're chokers, dog. I think they choke when it counts the most, man.
Yeah, I mean, but it doesn't count the most in the group stage.
Yeah,
so like, you know what I mean? Like when the group stage, when they're kind of like going through the motions and they can pull the group stage. I think first place in that group. I give USA second, which then means we got to face the winners of Group A.
Who is?
I think Netherlands is going to win that group.
Okay, and who do you think is going to be second place? Because who else is in that group?
Ecuador.
All right.
Qatar,
Netherlands, Ecuador, Qatar.
And Senegal.
And Senegal. That's a good group.
Ecuador is playing good.
That's a good group, man.
I think they could actually make it in second, but I always root for Mama Africa. I always pull for the African team to get as far as they can. But
I'm going Ecuador, man. Second place, man.
Ecuador, second place.
I think Netherlands is like a solid first place. So
that means, by my prediction, we're talking about USA versus Netherlands in the round of 16. And you're saying they're getting to the finals.
I'm saying they get to the finals, bro.
So they beat Netherlands in the round of 16.
But they're not going to play the Netherlands in round of 16 because U.S., they're going to go first place in the group stage. And they're going to play Ecuador round of 16. Then we're going to get through. We're going to go into the quarterfinals. I don't know what the order is from there and all. You know what? That's honestly a dream run right there. I'd much rather play Ecuador than the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Right now. Because Netherlands, they looking like they catching heat right now, man.
Memphis
Depay, even though he missed that PK recently, man. They're balling, dog. Without Van Dijk. Van Dijk hasn't even been playing. U.S. men's national team. The finals, dog. Do you not believe in our boys, dog?
I don't see it this year. I love what's happening. I love the stars we have in different countries, and I love what's happening with the U.S. national team. We're not.
No, you don't.
We're not going to no finals.
No, you don't.
We ain't going to no finals.
You don't believe in us.
Hey, we're gonna make it out the group. We're gonna have a tough round of 16 game. If we can squeak that game out, I think we're gonna get super overconfident. We're gonna have all these crazy celebrations, and then we're getting knocked out in the next round.
Champ, talk to us.
Team 2026.
There we go.
Team 2026.
Why?
Home court advantage. Home court advantage.
Cowboy Stadium, Jerry World. Big dub.
That's the finals?
That's the finals.
Is it the finals? Is that official?
No. But.
When I so far.
That's definitely going to be a location. And I feel like that's where it should be. As far as like stadiums in America.
It has to be either Cowboy Stadium or AT&T Stadium. Think of Cowboy Stadium. AT&T or SoFi in LA. I think it will be in SoFi.
Or Miami.
Hard Rock Stadium.
Hard Rock
Stadium, man. That would be amazing.
The World Cup final right here in this melting pot that is South Florida.
My first thought was the traffic, but
I don't even want to think about that.
That's how you ruin a moment. My bad.
All right. Honestly, 3 candidates for the finals, man. Miami, Hard Rock Stadium, SoFi, LA, AT&T. I'm about it. I'm not mad at the idea of the U.S. winning the World Cup in 2026.
At home.
You know what? Back to back.
Stop.
What?
Stop. You just said they were going to lose to Brazil, so now you're changing it.
Yeah, back to back finals.
Okay.
Ooh. Come on. It's about time, man, that the world start putting some respect, Birdman boys, some respect on our name, man.
It's not that we don't deserve the respect of a quality team on the world stage, but we don't deserve the respect of that world-class, world beater just yet.
You don't think so?
We're not there yet.
Our future is bright, man. We got a lot of young studs, man. 4 years from now, man, some of like our stars right now only going to be like 24, 25, 26, man. Even more at their primes, man, which I think is going to be a beautiful thing. A couple games ago against Granada, powerhouse team.
Yeah, big ballers, dangerous side in CONCACAF for sure.
5-0. Ferreira, who I think we can both agree on that we don't believe in right now, long term.
Not to bring it home, no.
Yeah. I love that he scored 4.
Oh, yeah.
The fact that you score 4 in a professional game.
Keep that foot hot.
Is something in itself, right?
Absolutely.
Something in itself. He scored 4 goals. They won 5-0 against Granada. 1-1 against El Salvador. Ugly ass pitch, man. Ugly game, dog.
Not nice to watch that.
It was like, as soccer players like ourselves and all, we've played in those kind of conditions before. Yeah. It is not easy to control the ball. You cannot play like poetry soccer. You can't play a tiki-taka type of style like your Barcelona.
Ball's getting stuck.
No, like it's going to be a very physical battle.
Absolutely.
It's whoever can be the least bitchiest team.
Yeah, it's the dogfight. It's a dogfight that day. It's really physicality and those kind of games. It's just, it's a mentality thing, really.
Did you see Areola, his red card? Was that a red card, yes or no? Cleat up or not? His cleat was all the way up, dog. That was a dirty-ass play, because I've done some shit like that before.
You don't want to agree with the fouls when it's someone on your team that commits the foul. But
now you going for the US team?
I mean,
no.
against Grenada. Come on now, bro, of course.
Word not. Areola, I'm not a big fan of him. I think he has high highs. Sometimes he just disappears. It's weird how we get a red card and he comes out of the game and we play better.
It always tells you something. The ball doesn't lie. That's what I always say.
Ball don't lie.
So I think the main thing I like about the U.S. national team right now, this batch of players is great, but it's their recruiting process that I'm noticing is getting better, and they know where to kind of pull players from a lot better that are, so the future looks bright based on their recruiting alone.
Yeah.
We just need to figure out how to recruit a number 9.
We don't have a, all right, that is our star number 9. Yeah. That is our LeBron James, even though people call Pulisic or LeBron James. I don't think he's our LeBron James, but I do think that he's the best American player that we've ever had up to this point.
Up to this point, yeah.
Champ.
I like Landon, though. I like Landon.
I think with the whole number 9 situation, because, for example, Ferreira.
Roll that R, man.
Ferreira. We don't have all the faith in the world in him, but it's that we keep searching for this number 9 instead of allowing that number 9 to truly develop.
Yep.
And I think it's hard to give a fair assessment, especially within the team, as to how that's going to go. Because Ferreira in MLS doing his thing, second in goals, and then
is he second now?
He's second. Yeah. He's tied for first. So and then Areola, he was on a four game streak of scoring. So they have a closer connection within FC Dallas versus within the national team.
Yeah, for sure.
And there are definitely some playing within that team with the McKennies and et cetera, trying to fit in. It's kind of a weird discovery process.
Right.
But finding the players that are being discovered, like Miles was saying, they're definitely doing a better job at that by far.
100%. Okay, but so we just talked about scoring against Grenada. And he's number 2 in the MLS in scoring, but he's going to be playing against a little higher level of competition. We're talking World Cup time.
Yeah.
So still that number 9. That number 9 on a world level. That is really, like someone who's doing what Pulisic is doing, but at the striker position.
I want somebody
in Europe.
Bro,
someone like that's American? Oh man.
Dog, I think I was just gonna say that, dog.
I was about to bring him up.
I was literally just about to say that right now. I think Haji physically would be like the perfect ideal
Captain America.
Number 9, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like he's been doing good for clubs, but like he had a couple chances the last couple years. Like I don't know, man.
He's young.
He's young. I want him to get more opportunities.
Right.
But then there's only so many opportunities leading up to this World Cup that you're gonna get.
Exactly.
So like maybe next World Cup, 4 years from now, like we'll have more. He's young. Champ, can you look at how old Haji Wright is, please? Dog, he's a young dude, man. Like he's gonna get more opportunities. I love that. Like was it against Grenada? I know it was either that game or the previous game where Pulisic
gave him the penalty. Yeah, that was cool. Yeah. He got it. I think that was his first cap.
That was his
That was his first cap.
It was his debut.
Yeah.
It was, man.
And he got a goal in that. That's always good. When you see a striker get a goal in their debut, it's like, even though it was a penalty that was given to him, it was he converted it.
Yeah.
Haji's 24.
24? Okay, I think that's a good age. Because like next World Cup too, be 28, 29, still.
Yeah.
Still like in top shape if he stays consistent and all. Yeah. I feel like he's just starting to grow into his form.
Exactly, yeah. As a bigger striker like that, most guys get better with a little more maturity and age.
So U.S. men's national team, how far are they going? You ain't even give me your take yet.
I told you. We get to the round of 16. We have a tough matchup, likely against the Netherlands.
Okay.
And if by the grace of God we pull that win out, I think we can be happy with it. We can be okay with it. We can celebrate. We will celebrate and celebrate too much and get knocked out the next round. Like it's no further than the quarterfinals. Maybe the round of 16, maybe the quarterfinals. But
do you remember where you were when Landon Donovan scored that goal? Like that goal that Tim Howard, he started it off with the throw and then it was that counterattack was just so lovely and beautiful and it was just to win the game. Who was that against? Was that Algeria?
Yes.
Algeria, right?
I was gonna say it was one of those. Yeah. Algeria.
Bro, I remember I was at a bar with some of my boys, dog, at Miller's Ale House in Jersey, dog.
Was that 2010?
2010. Yeah. I wasn't old enough to drink, but
They got Ale House in Jersey?
Yeah, hell yeah, dog.
That's lit.
So we don't call it Ale House in Jersey. We call it Miller's.
It's the same thing,
literally the same thing. But like I learned when I got down here, I'm like, oh shit, y'all got Miller's down here? We in Miami, for anybody that's watching right now, Kickoff Lounge. Yeah, like what's the Miller's? I'm like,
Ale House,
Ale House, exactly. You're like, Ale. Look at you. Yeah, man. No, we do got some ill houses up there, man. All right, so round of 16, champ. Your prediction before we move on. U.S. men's national team, World Cup.
I'm steady round of 16 as well.
Round 16?
That's about it.
Boo.
Listen, I want you to be right. I want you to be so right. But you won't be. So is what it is.
We shall see, man. We shall see. MLS. There's a lot of things going on right now. People coming in, people leaving. I don't want people to leave the MLS right now.
I mean, hey, you gotta go when you gotta go.
Yeah, man. And like, honestly, we're still kind of continuing the retirement party narrative in some extent, which cool because it's cool names and all. But then, like, I also want people to come in their primes too.
Yeah, the whole retirement party aspect of the MLS, it's cool. You know, it brings the stars here, it brings a recognition here, but it does kind of give it like it's so easy. I can come when I'm 52 and ball out.
Chiellini, legendary Italian defender who's slow as hell now.
Hey, he don't need to be fast.
He don't, bro.
Chiellini.
Yeah, my bad. Chiellini, my bad. Now, Chiellini, man, honestly, he puts a leg out, your leg is broke.
Yeah.
But all ball.
Yeah, exactly. He's going to get the ball.
Yeah.
There's an old saying. They say the young man walks faster, but the old man knows the way.
Facts.
He knows where you're going.
Literally killing his game.
Yeah.
So he's coming in. Champ was just telling us that he's eligible to play on July 8th against who?
El Tráfico.
LA
Galaxy.
LA Galaxy.
That's going to be a game.
Did you have to think about that one?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, shit, who are they playing against? Because I'm thinking who they're playing next.
Yeah.
Because I was hoping he was going to be right in, but no, July 8th.
That's in a couple weeks, man. That was what, like 3 weeks from now?
Mm-hmm.
Fire, man. That's a nice intro for him.
Yeah. Hopefully he plays in it because they're saying he's eligible as of then. Does that mean he's going to start playing? Yeah.
I think so. I mean, like they have a pretty decent defense. Can we look up like what's their how many goals allowed they've looked on?
10. Wait, no. That's
no,
NYCFC.
MLS standings right now. Hold on. How's LA looking on defense as far as stats? They have conceded 16 goals, which is pretty average right now when it comes to the Western Conference. So they can be, they can be better. They can be better.
But they got, I mean, they scored the most.
I mean, it must be nice that like LAFC, they're in first place, you know, and then you get to join a first place team.
Yeah.
Not like you're joining fucking Sporting. I
mean, you know, teams like that, they go buy those kind of players, you know. So they can have fans.
Big market, dog. LA, man. You know, honestly, like a big player like Chiellini, man. Like, why would you want to join? I don't know, Columbus.
I mean,
they got a good fan base, but like, come on, they were just talking about like
it'd have to be for personal reasons or something like that, I guess. But
no offense to the Columbus fans.
No, but it's not about even the team. It's about the city, like you're saying. It's, you know, the big city of New York, Miami, LA, all those kind of places.
Let me bring you back to Joakim Noah against the Cleveland Cavaliers. You know where I'm going with this? What's so cool about Cleveland? Like, why would anybody want to come to Cleveland? You know, like he makes a point to a fact that like, you know, there's not really a big market.
Listen, man.
You from Cleveland?
No.
Oh. I thought I offended you.
But this is listen, you say things like that, then you get players like Bron, and that's the other side of the story.
That is the other side of the story, man.
Facts.
How many LeBrons happen in any sport, man? You know?
Hey.
MLS is overdue for a couple, so.
Yo, we are overdue, man. Yo, I really believe that we are just years, like just maybe a few years away, man, from finding that, like, remember like when Zion Williamson was just trending like crazy about how special he was in high school and on, everybody knew that he was the next big thing. When LeBron was in high school and everybody knew, yo, he's the next big thing.
Absolutely.
We're going to get that in America soon.
100%.
Without a doubt, where he's going to be the absolute future. He's going to be like 6'7". He's going to run like a 3.8 40-yard dash.
So he's going to be the opposite of Freddie Adu.
Bro, the complete opposite. What we thought Freddie Adu was going to be.
We thought he was that boy, dog.
Yo.
We thought he was going to be, oh, man. Shout out to him, though. No offense, but like.
I mean, like, it is what it is, though.
Yeah.
I met Freddie Adu. He was so nice.
I think
he was really nice.
Talked to him or something, because, you know, he was the shit. Everybody was talking about him when I was a kid. I was probably like 8 years old. He's like 14.
He was 14, signed to DC, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was that what it was?
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy, man. Imagine being 14 years old.
Balling.
Is that how bad we were in the MLS? That we signed in 14-year-olds?
I mean, you got 14-year-olds getting signed, and you got 52-year-olds getting signed.
Yo, word, man. Was he talking about that Japanese dude?
No, I'm just talking about how people come for their retirement party.
Yo, facts.
General, you know?
So you said Chiellini's 52. That's messed up, dog. Chiellini, you heard that? It's Big Miles. Follow him, dog.
Hey, no offense, Hung.
No offense, Hung. Yeah, man. So Chiellini's coming in, eligible to play July 8th. I love that his debut game could be against the LA Galaxy. So that'll be a nice matchup for just for the MLS period, man. That's just great for the sport and for the league. And as a New York City FC fan, it pains me to say that our head coach, who has led us to our first MLS Cup title, Delia, is gone.
No longer there.
He's alive, but like he's just gone from City, man.
Yeah, no. He's not the coach no more.
I ain't mad at it though, man. He came, he saw, he conquered. You gotta go.
So what happens with the repeat now? You think that a coach leaving, nearly halfway through the season at the international break is, you think that sets everything up for a repeat?
I mean, like, as long as we try to not switch up and I say we, like I play for New York City. I mean, as long as we try to switch up, we don't try to switch up what was already happening, because City is playing well right now, man. City right now is currently the second best team in the MLS, the best team in the Eastern Conference by a point.
They better watch out. They better watch out.
City's behind. Like, we haven't even played like as many games as everybody else that's in playoff positions right now, and we're still in first place. 15 goal difference. The next leading team in the Eastern Conference has 9. Like, dog, like, we looking good right now. Nobody has a better goal difference in the MLS right now than New York City.
Philly got less losses, though.
Philly got less losses? They do.
They got less losses.
But they also got less goals.
No, yeah, they got
They don't score, dog.
But they got the same goals against. So that tells me, on paper, similar defense, right?
Similar defense, yeah.
As far as
we have a better offense, though.
Right. That's the difference.
We got motherfuckers like Tati. Castellanos is a stud, dog.
Che boludo.
Che boludo, man. He's dirty, man.
Yeah. But they say defense wins
Championships. I agree.
So I honestly see like Philadelphia in that East is they look pretty dangerous from where they're sitting right now, because they're in decent form. Yeah, and they have like I like when I watch them, it seems like they have a good like cohesiveness.
Yeah, no, they got a good squad, and like what I like about, like, even though they don't have it as many goals as City, they have this play like Gazdag, Hungarian. He just scored a goal against England, dog.
Right.
England. Right. He just shitted all over Kyle Walker. He boxed him. Yo, shitted all over him, dog. Yo, boxed him out like they were playing like a pickup game, 21 basketball. Right. Boxed him out, pushed him over. Think, little chip.
He said
easy.
Get big. He told him to get big.
Philadelphia Union player scoring against England, champ.
I just feel like, so Philly's interesting because they are, last year, if Andre Blake doesn't have to sit out the game for whatever reasons, I think it's COVID related, they might be in the championship instead of NYC.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda, dog.
And that's why they got this year. And you just lost Delia, and they're primed to, like Miles was saying, they are cohesive. They know each other. They've been through it. So I think they're ready to take that spot if NYC isn't sharp going
Facts.
forward.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying it's dangerous, because of that coach change, and it being like this time in the season where things are close enough to where Philly can just go on a run. And
facts. I agree. I can't go against that. City, if they don't stay disciplined to what Delia has put in place, Philly can take over. And Philly will be the team to represent the Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
But it's not going to happen, though, because City's going for that repeat.
So, wait, do we know who's coming in as the coach?
Champ, do we? I don't think so. I think they just have like interim coach right now. They're on a hunt for somebody permanent.
Yeah, I believe it's an interim coach because Delia's assistant is going with him.
Yep. To Belgium. And so there is an interim coach. Deets on his name. Probably should have that on hand, but we'll work on that. It's all good. We're about to put it right here. Ding! With the edit. Hell
Let's hope that works.
Yeah. That's what, Champ, you think that worked? All right, put the camera on me real quick. All right, the new coach, interim coach of NYCFC. Ding! Right there.
For the non-visuals, we'll get that in there.
I think so. I think it'll be there.
Word, man.
I believe in you.
All right, so, I mean, not many transfers, but those are big names that are happening in the MLS right now.
Hector Herrera.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Wait, hey, mira.
He's a stud.
solid midfielder right there.
Bro, he dirty,
He's
dog.
a baller.
He's a stud, man. He's one of those players that you hate to play against, but you love to have on your team, man.
Yep.
Hustles every single play, man.
Mm-hmm.
As a Real Madrid fan, I hated playing against him.
Mm.
It was like, it was going to be like, any Simeone team is always super physical, super dirty. They hustle for every ball. They're going to, they might die, but they don't care because they will play that hard.
Facts.
That is the kind of player that Hector Herrera is.
Oh yeah, and he's box to box. He's just getting stuck in there. Pause. Always winning balls, always making plays. He's one of those guys that stats don't really tell the story.
Yeah,
you see,
I agree.
60 games at Atletico, and I think he didn't score.
Yeah,
he didn't score.
You don't need to score.
Update. Nick Cushing, he was an assistant coach with the team.
Gotcha.
He's now the interim coach.
Shouts to Nick. He gonna lead us to the promised land once again. Nick, let's go. New York City FC. Repeat.
We're gonna see. Yeah. I like Hector Herrera in that Houston Dynamo team. Coming into Houston with a nice Mexican group of people down there. He's gonna make some waves, and he's gonna ball out.
Right now, Houston, they are 1 point behind the Sounders for that last playoff spot. Still a long season left, man. They got a little squad.
They're going to make some waves with Hector. I think Hector's going to carry them into a place where they can comfortably make the playoffs.
I think so. Yeah. I think they'll get a good 4th, 5th seed. Mm-hmm. I think they'll go on a little streak, so I agree with you on that, though. But ain't nobody being City, though, in the finals, dog. So it don't matter who we talking about right now, man.
You mean Orlando City?
Nah. That's all right.
OCSC?
Orlando City.
OCSC.
Yeah, 5th place. 5th place, yep.
Hey.
And y'all got a -3 goal differential.
Hey, that bracket's wide open still, man. Hey, you never know.
It is wide open, though. It is wide open, so y'all got a chance.
Live update, they tied with New England at halftime.
Oh,
right
it's
now,
tied.
Right?
Yeah, they're playing.
I love that. Yeah. Against New England. Matt Turnerless. And who was the other player that left too?
Buksa.
And Buksa, the Polish guy. The next Lewandowski, Dike. I like him a lot, man.
Baller.
Buksa, he's solid. Baller. Big body, solid, quick on his feet, smart. He knows how to shield the ball.
Important.
Super important, man. As a striker, bro, he knows how to not give up the ball. If he has to play it back and try to make a play and try to find a play elsewhere, he knows how to do that very well, which I can appreciate as a striker. I'm not mad at Buksa. Speaking of City winning the repeat. Last 6 MLS Cup winners, man. New York City FC last year. That was a great moment. Not only just in soccer history, but just in U.S. history, period, dog. That's something that's going to be in the history books, dog.
Wait, why was it a great moment
in
in
U.S.
City
FC, man. Sean Johnson, man. Finals MVP, man. He's on his Jordan, on his LeBron Finals MVP flow. He about to steal. Yo, by the way, speaking of Sean Johnson, let me say it right now, dog. U.S. men's national team needs to be the starter. I think Matt Turner has been a little inconsistent, a little shaky. Ethan Horvath had a ridiculously disrespectful goal allowed against El Salvador, where he was caught super slipping.
Yeah, no, not Ethan.
I don't think Ethan is the guy. No. Although he took us to the Nations League promised land.
All right.
Put him in for PKs.
He's solid, but not that guy.
Champ, you was going to say something.
He's not that guy.
As far as Ethan goes, I say blame the field for El Salvador.
Blame the field.
And then as far as Sean Johnson, so the thing that Berhalter said was that he wants players that are consistently playing. Everybody that's going to be in Europe is going to be intermittently playing, whereas if Sean Johnson is keeping up this form, maybe he does deserve that starting spot.
Yeah.
Last game was a shutout. And he had some ill-ass saves too, bro.
He's doing his thing. He's
Look at you trying to find a reason to not give him his credit.
It's just, it's a different kind of shot coming at you in that World Cup than it is in the MLS.
I mean, it's still
13.
A solid save is a solid save.
It is. No, I played striker.
Yeah.
And I would always say, if I can score here, I can score in Wembley. And it's true. If you put the ball in that side of the goal, you can put the ball in that side of the goal as long as you don't choke. You just got to do it. So, yeah, it's if you can do it, you can do it. If you're athletic enough, if you have the vision as a keeper, make stuff happen. But
he survived against Uruguay. He survived against Uruguay, so.
Yeah.
Uruguay's a powerhouse, dog. Uruguay, they not on scrubs, man.
I like them for the World Cup this year, bro.
Uruguay?
Not the whole thing, but I like how they're gonna look. They're gonna look.
Bro, they got studs. Not only just Suarez. They got Fede Valverde, my boy.
They got Ronald.
They have, who's the guy that just signed with Liverpool?
Darwin Núñez.
Stud. Yo, Darwin stud.
Baller.
Putting him with Luis
Raw.
Diaz, el colombiano dog, and Mo Salah. Is Mo Salah staying?
I think
he's gonna stay.
I think he'll stay there.
I think he's gonna stay, man. Yeah, Luis Suarez.
No.
He still got it, man.
Yeah,
he still got it.
He's got the sauce. I mean, Cavani's old, but he's still Cavani.
Still good.
He's still Cavani. He's
Who's their goalie? Was it Muslera?
Muslera.
Yeah. Baller.
I like Uruguay. I like
Diego Godin. Come on, man. Like that defense is tough, bro. Yo, Uruguay's a good team, man.
I like Uruguay.
They're not beating US though. So we also got, let's see, going back to the MLS Cup winners. Columbus Crew 20, Seattle 2019, Atlanta. Was that their second year?
Yeah.
Or their first year?
Second year for Atlanta.
Has anybody won in the first year?
No.
Wasn't it the Houston Dynamo? Was like
That's a
if
history
it was
question.
anybody.
It's a good trivia question.
Yeah.
Can we look it up, please?
I'll look it up.
If there was anybody that won in their first year as a franchise, I want to say it was Houston Dynamo. If not, then it was the second year.
Who do we think is the most likely to get the win though this year?
This year?
Halfway point.
Y'all know my answer. It comes to New York.
LAFC.
LAFC. Chiellini gonna bring a title?
I think Chiellini is gonna be solid.
Yeah, you think so? I think he's gonna catch a
barring
cramp.
injury or
He's gonna catch a cramp
old
20
man
minutes in.
shit. Any old man shit happen, then yeah, no. But I think Chiellini in that defense, like kind of commanding and like, yeah, it's gonna be
Damn. Honestly, I'm not mad at that because they have an incredible team, man.
right. That's what I'm saying. They have the attacking weapons already.
They
got
easily,
'em.
by far, have the best team in the Western Conference. Right now, they're solid. I don't see anybody taking that throne right now in the Western Conference. From LAFC.
No, maybe momentarily, like they have a couple of weeks where they kind of don't do as good. I think that momentarily someone could sneak up in the first, but I think they'll keep the driver's seat for most of the season.
What's up, Chan? Talk to us. Was it Houston Dynamo?
It was not, but you want to take a guess?
Was it some? Oh, so there was a team.
There was one team that did.
Sounders.
Nah.
No. Good guess. That's a good guess. I don't know, man.
It was the Chicago Fire in 98.
98?
Yeah.
In their inaugural year.
How old were you?
I was 5.
I was 6.
Close enough.
Damn. Champ, how old are you? He was like 15. You went to the game. It's like
he drove to the game.
Why you trying to play him, man? Oh, man. That's fucked up. He said he gonna edit it out. 2017, Toronto. Cool stat. In the last 6 years, at least 5 or 6 years, the only team to win a Supporter Shield and the MLS Cup in the same year.
Toronto,
eh? Toronto, eh? Fana 6 eh?
I don't know what accent that is, but
it's my best Toronto accent.
Borat from Canada?
Toronto from Canada. Very nice. How much?
Facts.
Toronto, man. Now, shouts to Toronto, man.
Yeah, man.
That's a beautiful city, dog.
So, like, all these different winners, though. I mean, you got 5 winners in the last 6 years. That's, to me, that says it's anybody's title each year, pretty much. It's balance, which is good. You don't got, like, a big 6 like you have in England where 90% of the time one of those big 6 teams is going to win. Now it's like a big 3. You got, like... Really, Man City and Liverpool, it's like neck and neck on the last couple of years, pretty much between them.
It's really annoying. Yeah. It's like, but like what's been exciting, I'm gonna like drift off to the Premier League really quick. I've been loving like the relegation, almost getting relegated games.
That's the game.
I'm an Everton fan in the Premier League. Everton is my squad because they took a chance on some Colombians. Shouts to Gary Mina, shouts to James Rodriguez. Yo, the last couple games, dog, before they got relegated, man, that shit was ill, man.
The relegation games are the hottest, and I think the whole idea of relegation, random sidetrack, I think the MLS should look into it, dude.
I would love that.
Like maybe USL or one of those. The USL is like right below the MLS, right?
Yeah.
So pull 3 USL teams and relegate 3 MLS teams every year. Imagine how much hungrier everyone would be. Imagine, like, the publicity and all that stuff that happens when you have 3 USL teams go up, all the players, they have MLS on their resume now.
That'd be amazing, dog.
Right?
That'd be amazing. I would love to implement that, man. Honestly, I'm down for that. It's funny because we want to implement that from the UK, like out in the Eastern Hemisphere, and people out there want to implement like a playoff system.
Yeah.
Like, like how we have. I love our playoff system.
Everybody wants what they don't have, basically.
Literally.
Facts.
Story of the world. Yeah. We should start a petition for this relegation situation.
That would be dope. Honestly, the relegation, it gives everyone more to play for, especially the USL teams. Second division coming up, imagine how hungry they're going to be to win those leagues.
Word. Because at the end of the season, it's like, all right, they're not going nowhere. Then they start putting in scrubs, and it's like they're literally playing with nothing to show for it,
And they know they're going to stay in the league. They get comfortable. Oh, yeah, we're 0-15. Okay, cool.
High draft pick and all.
Right.
Nah, man.
Teams tanking on purpose ain't going to happen.
You can't do that in the Premier League, dog.
No, because you're out of the league.
Yep.
And you lose a lot of money when you go out of the league. So
I think that I'm with that. I'm with that, dog. I'm with that, man. Let's see what else, man. Last 6 supporter shield. Last year in New England. I wonder who took him out of the playoffs last year. The previous year, Philadelphia Union. I wonder who took him out the playoffs last year. City. The year before that, I don't even think we made the playoffs. 2019, LA. 2018, New York Red Bulls. 17, Toronto. Same year they won the ship. And Dallas in 2016. Most titles right now in the MLS. The LA Galaxy. Your boy Landon was putting in work when he was in the league, man.
Nah, baller.
David Beckham, too. He brought, what did he bring 1 or 2 titles? I think he brought 1, man.
I think he brought them, I don't know.
Was it 1?
Or 2. I'm going to have that double check.
Yo,
Champ got that.
David Beckham coming into the league was ill, dog.
Big time. At that time, I remember I told you this. I wasn't a major fan of David Beckham, just because of how much of a pop star he was. And then he came to the U.S. and he came to MLS, and I started to like him. So,
bro, he's a rock star out here, man.
Yeah, he was a rock star, but I just started to like him because you got to see the difference in quality that he brought to the game, and he changed the game out here a little bit too.
Bro, I remember when David Beckham's first season, I was living in Jersey, born and raised in Patterson, New Jersey. We went to what was it? Was it still Giant Stadium? It might have been MetLife Stadium. Anyways, it was a New York Red Bulls versus LA Galaxy game. All right, Thierry Henry versus David Beckham.
Thierry Henry.
5-4. I said Thierry, right? I always call him Thierry. Yo, 5-4 was the score. We went to that game. I went with my family, and I remember we were sitting right behind like the corner kick area, and there was one play where David Beckham was taking a corner, and it was the most beautiful curve I've ever seen in my life. Pause. The man didn't even jump for the header, man. It just went in, think, goal. And I remember everybody booing David Beckham before he's taking a free kick. He turns around, he just goes, shh, and just starts smiling and laughing and walking away. And everybody it's David Beckham, man. Yeah. It's David fucking Beckham.
You can't hate certain players. You gotta just appreciate it. At the end of the day, yeah, you're a fan of your team, but you're a soccer fan. You're a football fan. So it's you see some greatness, you see some greatness. Funny, when I was first starting to get involved with the Orlando City supporters group and the team and stuff, my friend told me, he's like, hey, if you come here, I think this is the same year when NYCFC started. He's like, if you come here and they're playing against NYCFC, you cannot be sitting there freaking kissing everyone's ass like, oh, Pirlo, oh, David Villa. No, you have to hate them that day. Yeah. You cannot be the little kid football fan that you are. You have to hate them and only be about Orlando City.
And what'd you do?
I mean, of course. I was supporting Orlando City, dog.
Dang, yeah, man. But you gotta show respect.
You gotta show respect, but
Pirlo is so buns in the MLS, man.
Yeah, I don't get starstruck like that. A lot of starstruck people became fans of NYCFC.
Because of David Villa? I live out there. I lived out there. I'm from out there, dog. Come on, man. Man. Yo, but been exciting times, man.
Facts.
MLS has a lot of beautiful things that's going on, man. It's not just all about playing the sport. But what I think is beautiful is that the MLS they've been doing a great job when it comes to doing better in the community.
Facts.
Right? So there's a couple things that they've been handling for this month. So we're going to start with Pride. It's Pride Month, man.
Yeah.
Shouts to the LGBT community. We love y'all. Appreciate y'all. The sport of soccer is for absolutely everybody, man.
Everybody.
Trans, lesbians, gays. There's a lot of letters in LGBT. I'm still learning. So, help me out. Help me help you. You feel me?
Did you just say there's a lot of letters in LGBT?
But no, because it's like
I know there's a lot more, but you only listed 4. So.
I know LGBTQ because it's like an LGBTQIA or some shit. It's mad letters,
there's
dog.
83 letters.
One of my boys, one of my former coworkers, shouts to Kel Bizzle. He calls. He's gay. he calls like the LGBT community the ABC community or something.
The alphabet
like
community. I've heard that alphabet.
Because it's like literally like every letter and all, which is like, you know, help us straight guys
understand
a little bit more. You know, like an abbreviation for the abbreviation.
They got them. They got them. They got like a whole ledger where you can read what each letter means.
I love
like,
that.
Keep
I love that.
Them four, make it easier.
I think it's beautiful, man, because Minnesota United, they've been doing something really beautiful over there with their franchise. Let's see, I have it over here. So
the pride numbers thing?
So that's actually for Juneteenth as far as the jersey numbers. But we'll get there in a second though. So Minnesota United, a portion of all pride proceeds, like in their stadium, will go to Reclaim, which is an organization that increases access to mental health care so queer and trans youth may reclaim their lives from oppression in all its forms. It's a lot of people, man. Like, I have incredible people in my life who have been shy in the closet, who have been hiding their true identity and all. Yeah. I'm a big advocate in believing that if you feel like this is who you are, then be that, you know? Like, I need you to love yourself, man. Yeah, I'm gonna love you for who you are. Just be yourself.
Right.
You feel me? I think that's a beautiful thing. And there's so many people out there that are in the LGBT community that, bro, like, they take their own lives because they don't feel safe enough to be themselves, man. And that's because of machismo, straight people that think that the LGBT community hurts the community in general. It hurts society when really they do absolutely nothing to harm us or to hurt us. Instead, it's just like people are just, they feel, what's the word? Threatened by somebody else's happiness. Yeah. Like, I don't understand why that needs to be a thing anymore, man. You know, and I feel like that was taught to a lot of us in the beginning. I remember, like, you know, like when I was a lot younger, with my friends and shit, and I know you could relate too, man. When something was whack, we say, "Oh, that's gay."
Oh, facts.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Am I right or wrong?
It was never cool to be gay. I get it. You know what I'm saying? It was always like something that it was taboo. Or it was, you know, if you had a gay cousin or something, it's like you didn't talk about it. Yeah. Like, oh yeah, he's just, you know, himself.
So yeah.
So yeah, no, everyone being able to live in their truth and kind of be who they want to be, that's dope. You know what I mean? It's dope.
Yeah. And being gay was synonymous with being whack back in the day, man. And a lot of people still speak that way and they still think that way. And I think it's important for teams like Minnesota United to be able to create that awareness and that access for the LGBT community. Like, you gotta help me out with the letters, guys. I'm supporting y'all, man, but y'all gotta help me out with that. Yeah. I think it's beautiful that now we're starting to create this awareness and this acceptance and these type of different programs for these people to be able to just be themselves, man. Thanks. Just to be themselves, man. And that leads into the next feel good ting. We're calling it feel good tings for now, unless producer Champ finds out a better name. Feel good tings.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
feel
man.
Good tings. You don't know the style.
Put some reggae music behind it. Feel good tings, eh? Mm-hmm. Juneteenth, man. So
power to the people.
Facts, yo. Juneteenth, man. Yeah, what's your background, bro?
Oh, so my dad's Jamaican, and my mom was actually from Florida, but she's got Jamaican in her background as well.
Okay, so they're both black.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
So what was beautiful about Juneteenth is that just recently, obviously, became a national holiday. Mm-hmm. For those that don't know about Juneteenth, in 1862, President Abraham Lincoln signed into law the Emancipation Proclamation, right?
Yeah.
Which freed slaves. Yep. Right? No more slaves in the United States.
Wait, there's still people who don't know what this holiday is about? Because I wasn't going to explain it.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't know, you don't know.
There's people that don't know about this, you know? Facts, bro. And that's why we here, man. It's not just about soccer, but it's also...
No, it's facts. But, like, you know, it's you don't know what it is. You live under a rock at this point. Yeah, because...
I was having a conversation with a couple of my boys and all, and, like, they're like, yo, all right, cool, free day off, man. Like, I don't even know what Juneteenth is.
I got the day off work.
Fire.
Yeah.
That's fire,
I get Monday off work. This Juneteenth observed. I'm like, oh, it's lit.
Well deserved, man.
It's lit.
Well deserved. 1862, Abe Lincoln passed the Emancipation Proclamation, which freed slaves around the United States. Now, why Juneteenth is celebrated is because it took 3 years, 1865, for slaves in Texas to finally realize and hear about the news of the Emancipation Proclamation. Facts. So people in Texas, slave owners, were like, nah, we're not going to share these news with our slaves. Like, you know, they put in their work for us. Now, we're not going to tell them about it. Slaves in Texas found out about it 3 years after it was already passed in law. And so as soon as they found out about it and they became free, that's something to celebrate. Freedom is something to celebrate, and that's something 100%. That we do have in this country, thank God, man. And so what's dope is that MLS clubs, they're going to be wearing jerseys featuring Juneteenth-inspired numbers, designed by a guy named Judah Middleton. We're gonna give him a quick shout-out on the gram, at Judah Middleton _ from Brooklyn. From where? What state? New York, dog.
New York, son.
And I think the jerseys came out so dope, man. We'll pop it up right now on the visuals. If you're listening to us, whether it be via Spotify or any audio platform for the Kickoff Lounge, definitely check it out. Champ, it's at the Kickoff Lounge, or is it at Kickoff Lounge?
The Kickoff Lounge.
The.
So follow us at the Kickoff Lounge so that you could be able to see those beautiful jerseys designed by Judah Middleton, man. That's what we doing, man. Listen, it's all about giving back to the community. It's all about being able to support one another as brothers and sisters, man. If you black, if you're Spanish, Latinos, if you're white, if you're queer, if you're straight, doesn't matter what you are. Number one, love yourself.
Because it doesn't matter what you are, I'm still going to meg you.
The Kickoff Lounge, Big Miles, alpizzle, episode 1.
See you Thursday, bitch.